And welcome to another podcast.
Yay.
Yay, with Perry.
Troy.
Ed.
All right. This is a podcast that some people might listen to and or not, because according to Troy...
Google.
Yeah, Google. No. Troy pointed out to me just like a couple hours ago that we have really interesting spikes in viewer participation and what gets viewed and what doesn't get viewed with our podcast. So Troy, you want to?
Well, I didn't tell Keller yet, but
Tell me.
we had one. It was an episode that you weren't even in.
That was probably shit.
It was from a month ago, and like the other day, I had like 20 views, and it's up to 200 right now. And I don't know why.
I wasn't in it.
No, you weren't in it.
I think that's
It's the only one you weren't in.
Troy, I think the viewers are
They're smarter.
Fuck you, viewers.
the viewers have spoken. But
No, but we have
I
like
fucking hate this podcast. This is stupid.
we have 2 over 100 and 2 more at like 80.
Oh, we're killing it.
Killing it.
and then the other ones,
We're on our way to the top, boys.
Absolutely. But there's other ones that are just like 17,
Yeah, 17.
like
Birdemic has 13, and I feel like that was a really good one.
mm-hmm.
No, the movie was shit.
No, but it's a famously bad movie.
That's true.
So you think that would get more traction than Alien Dawn that has 200? No one's even heard of that before.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. So now we're actually trying to get a website. Well, we actually bought a website, and now
it'll be going by the time you hear this.
Yeah, hopefully.
It will be.
Cross the
it
fingers.
will be live.
3guys1projector.com. Obviously.
Tell your moms.
Oh, definitely.
No,
We
don't tell
want
your
mom
mom.
listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Perry, tell your mom. Perry,
Tell your
definitely
mom,
tell your
spread
mom.
it to the PTA. Just she goes up to the board, writes 3guys1projector, drops the pen, walks out. Or drops the marker and just fucking walks out.
Fucking A.
Peace.
Screw Common Core. This is what our kids need.
Yeah. What are you teaching them? Math and science? Fuck that. I would listen to 3 assholes.
This is real talk. This is how it is on the streets.
Do you want your kids to be nerdy when they go to college? No. Have them listen to 3 Guys, 1 Projector. They'll get some street cred. At least they'll know how to act. It might be a little
Come
bit more
to us for
racist.
street cred. Yeah, that sounds perfect.
A combined 20 friends between the 3 of us.
Yeah.
We'd be lucky enough.
I know. I don't know if we could count 20. That'd be tough.
Well, I got 2 of them right now.
You can't count us.
Fuck, I ain't your friend.
We just work together. We're coworkers.
Yeah, we're co-workers. I don't get a choice. I come home and I have to do it.
Fine, we don't have to do podcasts if we don't want to.
Yeah, we have nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
What else do you do? Go beat off? I mean,
Well, yeah.
you can do that anyway. Oh, man.
speaking of that, I need to go beat off. Pause it.
Speaking of things to beat off to, how about Paul George's injury?
That's the worst segue of all time.
Jesus
The
Christ.
worst segue
Is
of
that
all
really
time.
how you got into that? Okay, well, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't beat off that.
Next thing you know, we're joking about this, but like next day, Troy walks in and Keller's like, "Hey Keller, can I use a? What are you doing?" Next day, it's like a big old poster.
No, I'm gonna come in here tomorrow, turn on the projector, and it's just gonna be a zoomed-in X-ray of Paul George's leg.
With a bottle of
Box of tissues.
Box of tissues and lotion. I get down with that.
Just gonna go.
That's sad. That is the grossest injury I've ever seen in sports.
Really? Like
Yeah.
even with
That's-
Kevin Ware?
I thought it was worse than Kevin Ware.
I said
Because Kevin Ware's
we're
he
about
just
to say.
he just jumped and fell down and his leg like exploded. Like
I
it
thought
was
the aftermath was the worst though. Like
seeing the bone outside the leg.
yeah, I
that's
think
gross.
that's gross.
But watching that thing live, like I was watching it live when it happened, and
yeah, that's
like it was just out of nowhere. Like I saw him go down, and then they didn't like they were like, "Hey, let's play this replay because it's probably not that bad. He probably just twisted his ankle."
Yeah.
They show it.
Oh,
Right angle in his fucking leg. That was
how'd you
disgusting.
put it? That's why you don't try to guard James Harden.
Exactly. That's exactly what I.
That's what
Actually,
happened.
that's exactly what I said afterwards. That's what you get for trying to guard James Harden.
You know, right angle.
And then Garmin cyber punched me in the face.
Oh man, that sounds like it hurts.
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh man, like
What like that? I don't even know other like gruesome injuries besides the
I
Kevin
think
one.
didn't Vegas
that. Oh
have that happen to him
yeah.
in a junior high game.
No, it was a JV game because I was playing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
JV
football?
game.
Yeah. What was it? Buddy of ours, Aaron Vagatus. Not Matt, Aaron Vagatus.
Yeah.
2 grades younger than Keller and I. It was his freshman year, and we were both juniors, and it was a
I
JV
was
game.
just getting out of like our film session.
Yeah, y'all getting out
Everyone's
of the
like,
film.
what the fuck's going on? Like ambulance and
Mhm.
shit.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Like I even remember what happened because I knew the kid that did it to him. Like it was on a defensive play, and it was one of the Post twins from Marion, and like I think he was just running the ball, and Aaron was trying to tackle him, and he did tackle him.
Yeah.
that would
Yeah.
suck.
Tackled the shit out of him.
Yeah, thank God he tackled him. That mattered so much at that point.
Listen,
My leg's right angled. Did I get the tackle?
that
coach?
would suck.
Did I get the tackle?
That would.
Stats.
I'm just saying that would suck if he did what he did and like the guy made a touchdown.
I think it wouldn't matter. Either way, it doesn't matter.
It's just like maybe a 1% like matter. But anyway,
I'm pretty
So-
sure that didn't go through his head at all.
getting back to it though, what happened was he stood up and he fell like he's like, oh, what happened? He's on the ground sitting and he picks up his leg and like half of his shin was just falling down. It was
hanging
just
out.
detached, and he didn't even freak out. He's like, oh, that sucks.
So he made a tackle and he stood up and then it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and so
disgusting.
that delayed the game. Like we all were like,
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Damn it. It delayed the game. That's
No,
the worst
I-
part of it.
yeah.
Worst part of the story.
I was ready to watch some football, and no, just sit there and listen.
Some
to
pansy ass broke his tibia. What a fucking pussy.
What a little fake.
the funny part about it.
There's no funny part in that. He broke
I'm saying couple years later, if you would let me finish.
It's still not funny.
The interesting part about that is he has now he has like, a lot of metal in his leg, but he still managed to break every single one of the Fort Recovery high school track records.
That's pretty impressive.
Every single one of them. And so
That is pretty impressive.
yeah, so it's that he was a very, very amazing athlete, but we have a very bad track program.
Yeah.
Especially when the last coach that I remember was a convicted pedophile.
He didn't get convicted till after.
Still,
They didn't hire
my
a
senior
convicted
year,
pedophile.
my senior year. when I was
Why not?
playing.
Second chances.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
three
just
strike rule, right?
that's just the job for a pedophile, a school teacher. I think that's like the one place you can't go.
It's like the 3 strike rule, though.
I fucked one of them.
The thing is, like,
That's horrible.
I was on the team. I was on track team my senior year, and terrible track coach. He was just one of those teachers that, like, hey, we need someone to coach a track team. You want to do it for extra money? Yeah, whatever.
That's exactly how it sounds.
Get to be around the kids a little more. That'd be
Yeah.
alright.
But like,
Flat.
absolutely. What would happen was we would all go out to the track. He'd be like, "All right, sprinters, do this," and it would be like run
Bend
like
over, do your
once
stretches.
around, and then like distance kids go run or whatever. I don't care.
Oh, give a
And
fuck. Just go do
he
something.
did it, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna be over with the pole vaulters," and it was. I'm not gonna say her name, but like it was her and someone else that like he would like whine and complain about like his life and all that stuff, and we all made jokes like, oh, he's probably like
pedophile.
Turns out a couple of years later, turns out that
God, that's such a
nailed
story.
it.
Absolutely. I didn't like the guy either, like at the
I
beginning.
never had him.
I did.
So I just kind of said.
I didn't either, and I don't think he liked me because I wasn't one of the people that were like, oh, hey, Summers, joking around. Who cares? Chris Summers, say Henry, Ohio native. There you go. Boom.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I
just stirred the pot
we're
there.
out there. Jesus. Do we have to go to a political podcast that we have to put us down as now?
How does it have anything to do with politics, though?
Hey, man, I don't know. Just fucking, I don't know idea.
Rape is part of politics.
Yeah, duh.
No. Well, yeah, technically it is.
Absolutely it is.
Technically, I mean.
Going back to that's probably got to be like the worst injury I've seen in person. I mean,
After the pedophile talk, let's get back to the sports injuries. Somehow we got to pedophiles after.
listen, I have a lot of things to talk about sports wise, so I have to like round it
Throw
out.
in the pedophile thing, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but
The Willis McGahee one was horrible.
That was really bad too.
which one was that?
His
Miami
knee bent
versus Ohio
backwards.
State. That was the national championship game.
Yeah.
He just completely right angled his knee the wrong way.
Ugh,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
that's
That was
Yeah,
like
that
the-
might be.
Well, that was
I
the
don't know.
first bad injury I've ever seen. That's probably why it sticks out. Because
Yeah, that was
I was like in middle school or high school.
A really bad one. Really. But I mean, I'd rather take that than like someone's leg bending
Yeah.
where it's not supposed to
Yeah,
bend.
I would too. That's disgusting.
yeah.
Like that's just not supposed to happen.
Or bone. There's just something about like bone sticking out of you. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
that was bad. I was watching that game and I about threw up.
Yeah, that's.
But when I was watching the Paul George one, like I seen it, I was like, yeah,
Oh, damn, dude, I
no
freaked out.
bone. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
And I seen the X-ray the next day.
No, it was a fake.
Oh,
was it
Yeah.
fake?
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have been sweet if it's the actual X-ray.
No, it
It
was
could
fake.
very well be.
it was fake.
Very
I read about
similar,
it the next
though.
day. Deadspin came out with it.
I guarantee you his looks
Probably
similar to
Yeah,
that,
probably.
where it's just bone, not even close to each other.
Ugh.
Well, basically, sorry, Garmin. I know you're a big Pacers fan, and it's really bad news for you.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick.
But I'm positive James Harden got free throws and made both. So
Yeah,
anyway, James Harden's better than Paul George. That's basically what I was trying to get at here.
he didn't get free throws because they canceled the game.
Well, yeah, that's right, but he was going to get free throws. He earned us free throws.
Oh, you broke his leg? Yep, free throws.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, so we're actually doing a podcast like 2 weeks from the last one we did, which personally I think that's my favorite podcast so far that we did.
Episode 17.
Episode
Pokemon
17.
Zip-Offs in USA.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, USA, USA. Don't make the table. But I don't think I've heard anything funnier than that USA, like the USA story. That
It was pretty good.
I listened to the podcast like 3 times, like once to check the audio.
Fuck, I can't even listen to it once.
It's because you can't listen to stuff at work. That's why.
I still wouldn't. I'd listen to music, not
Not gay ass podcasts.
faggots sitting here talking about shit.
Well, never mind then. Screw you, Keller. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, was I the only person that saw Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. How was it?
It was awesome.
Was
It was like, it was the best popcorn movie of the summer. Like, just, it was like really action packed and it was really funny. And Chris Pratt was just incredible in it.
Yeah.
That was like a perfect role for him. But I thought it was better than
I
Avengers,
think
personally.
Chris Pratt, I think, is awesome.
He's
I don't know anyone who doesn't like him as an actor.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
awesome.
hilarious.
When he was in Parks and Rec, he was easily my favorite.
I think he's everyone's favorite character in Parks and Rec.
He
He
just
steals
kills
the
it.
show.
He kills it.
I like Swanson though.
Well, yeah, those two. Or
Yeah.
the only one. Well, then the Indian guy, he's
Aziz.
all right.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not on the same level, but
Yeah.
he's still good.
I thought he was annoying at first, but then I started watching Parks and Rec a lot more, and then like, okay, yeah, I like this. I like him.
That's
He's got a
who
really
he's
funny
supposed
stand-up.
to be. Yeah, he's a good comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of along the same lines of how I love and really got into
Gay butt sex.
Yes. Troy just choked on his
Dick.
Yeah,
on his
I
ring.
was sucking myself off. Man, just right in the middle, you guys were talking. I'm like, I guess I might as well go down on myself here.
Too deep.
I got a free 2 seconds. Why not?
You fucking faggot.
All I was saying though is like that's I really got into Always Sunny, and I love
Fuck
it.
that show.
I think it's so
I
funny.
hate that show.
But Troy doesn't like it.
I hate it. I think Charlie Day is one of the most annoying people. And
I think
You,
Hollywood.
sir, are stupid.
yeah, Keller's on my
Show's
side with this
awesome.
one. Yeah,
I love that show.
yeah.
I've never seen you watch that show.
I love that show. I binge watched it 3 separate times.
It's good. I like it. But yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I got
Troy's just
something.
wrong. But go on.
I was in Columbus last weekend. I don't know if it
Did
was
you get
in Columbus.
Heisman's?
Well, yes.
Of
Yes, we got
course.
Heisman's. We were shit faced. We were about to go.
Typical.
We were about to go drive downtown, walking back to the zoo.
When your ship is especially
Don't drink and drive. But we were walking down the street to my buddy's vehicle, and there's this couple walking by us. They walk by us, and then 10 feet back, there's a fucking pig, a mini pig, walking, and we were just
by
like,
itself.
yeah. So we thought it was by itself. Turns out this couple was walking their pig. They had a pet mini pig.
That's kind of adorable.
No, it's not.
It's
A
not
pig is
adorable.
for bacon. A pig is not to be as a pet. Let alone a pet in a big city.
I saw that picture you Snapchat that I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. I tweeted it out, and I tweeted a picture of it, and it's just who the fuck would have a pet pig? It's not even like one of those specialty pigs or whatever those are.
You know the seeing eye pigs and the blind people.
It's not one of those helping pigs.
Yeah.
I don't think this couple was retarded and needed that.
No, you know,
Needed a service pig.
a service pig. Okay.
Maybe they were blind and it was just
They thought they had a dog. But it was just, they just heard a pig.
people like the service dog shop was like, do you give him a pig?
Give him a fucking pig. We'll never know.
It's just short hair.
Come on, it doesn't bark. We go sick. Let's bring it in. And then they bring it to the vet. The vet doesn't have the heart to tell him it's a fucking pig.
Oh, it looks like he just something's wrong with his trachea. He just can't bark.
You can't bark.
Can't bark.
It sounds like a pig.
Yeah.
I swear it's not a pig. It sounds like a pig, but it's not.
Audio pigitis. That's what he's got.
Audio pigitis.
It's a terrible case. One of the worst I've seen. He might be with it for years.
Who has a fucking pet pig?
I like to think of it. I like to think that it's their service pig. I
That makes more sense now. Now I understand.
I actually have a friend who graduated from Marion a
Is
year
it service
before
pig?
us. No, it's not
Oh,
service
okay.
pig, but he actually has a pig for a pet. It's just it's about the size of a German Shepherd, just a big fat black pig that just
No, this pig is like the one, like your typical pink pig. And it was like the size of a big cat or a small dog.
all right.
So we were like, all right, well, I can't wait till that thing gets to be, 900 pounds. And they're like, no, we've had this a year and a half. It weighs about 50 pounds.
You stopped to talk to him?
It's maxed out.
Yeah, you have to talk to
Why you walk by a pet pig?
It's a good
You're not going to just walk by like it happens all the time. You're going to see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
So we were asking them, they're like, yeah, it's called a mini pig because it's a small pig.
Pygmy
Do you
pig.
take them to like dog parks?
I don't know.
Like, where do you take them
I
out?
don't know. They were just walking it down the
There's no
side.
pig park, Perry. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
There's dog parks
Dog parks for dogs.
and maybe pigs.
Sometimes.
Sometimes pigs.
But
They
we were
have
just
signs
so,
that-
we were like shit faced and confused. It took me like 2 hours to comprehend what just happened. We just walked by someone with a pet mini
Walking
pig,
a pig.
walking their pig at 10:30 on a Sunday night.
This is on.
Most normal people are, shit faced. But no, they're sober as can
Is
be.
this on
walking their
the
pet
main
pig.
street?
Right beside it.
Alright.
It was right off High Street. Yeah, I was so confused. And we're just sitting here staring at this fucking
Was it
pig.
on a leash?
No.
Just let it
Just let it go. It was just following.
It wasn't even their pig. It just started following
And
him.
the thing is, we got in talking to him about it. It acts like a dog. That's all it is a dog in a pig's form. It acts like a dog. It was like, sniffing everything like a dog.
Do pigs lick their balls?
I don't know.
Or like sniff butts?
Probably not.
No.
They're too fat. They can't lick their balls.
Exactly.
Because they're usually, 900 pounds. They're supposed to be that big.
Yeah, but it's a mini one. Maybe it's not that fat. Maybe
So we can eat bacon the way it should be.
I'm just interested to see a pig acting like a dog. I just want to see it. happen.
It's identical. Imagine a dog walking down the street, walking your dog.
Does it
imagine
think
that
it's
a pig.
Do you think it thinks it's a dog?
It
Like
probably
does it?
does.
Like does it get sniffed on the ass and then sniff the dog's
Does it
ass?
associate with other canines?
Yeah.
I don't.
Like does it
I don't
think
think
it's a
so.
dog?
I don't know.
No, I mean they're treating it like
Well,
a dog.
do dogs
maybe.
think they're dogs?
I
Or
don't
do they
know.
think they're just like part of us?
They all
like
know how to-
humans?
Dogs.
They know
think
they all
we're
sniff each other's
friends.
butts, so they know they got that going.
Yeah, I guess so. I just.
I don't know. I would love to see a pig get pissed off and chase a cat around the house. How awesome would that be? Yeah, that was the highlight of my week. Because I don't remember the rest of it.
But from what I remember, that was pretty cool.
Well, only reason I remember is because I took pictures of it.
The next day, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah,
It's all coming back to me.
we talked to this couple with a pet pig. They were interesting people.
Were they hipsters? I would guess that a hipster.
Oh
would have
yeah.
a pet pig.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I thought she was hot when she walked by, but then
So
I found
hipsters
out.
can't be hot.
No, she was
There's
like a
not
normal,
many.
good-looking chick, and her douchebag of a boyfriend. And
Do you think it was his pig and that she coupled into the pig relationship?
Mhm.
no, they
Or do you
said
think it was hers?
was their pig.
They got it together.
Yeah.
That was a joint decision.
Yeah, like what? Fuck a joint bank account. Let's get a fucking pig together.
Oh, piggy bank.
That's how you know it's true love. If you-
I should have just started throwing quarters at the fucking pig. Piggy bank.
Wait, I needed one back. Boosh!
The thing is, if I didn't realize at the point, because it was following them, but it was a few feet back, you couldn't tell that it was with them. Good thing I didn't, because I just about drop kicked it. Because I thought it was some random.
You would have been
dog or
arrested
something.
for that.
Yeah, I would have.
It would have been hilarious. What did you get arrested for? Kicking a pig.
Kicking a pig. Kicking a mini pig. What the fuck?
How do you plead?
Guilty, I guess. It's a fucking pig. I
As I'm
don't know.
sitting there in court eating bacon, I don't fucking know. What? I still don't know what's going on. I'm still trying to comprehend what happened.
Next thing you know, it's just Troy and I again doing a podcast. It's like, where's Keller at?
Well,
Oh, no.
funny story.
He got thrown in jail for a couple months for kicking a pig.
And then that's when all of our ratings go up.
You just start telling stories about my prison life.
Yeah,
After kicking a pig.
we call in, dude, and put it on speaker. We still do
Listen, I only got 15 minutes.
Yeah, my time's short. Let's make this quick. Yes, I'm in here because I kicked a pig. What else do you want to know?
Have you been raped? I don't want to talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Are you a top or bottom?
Well, no, I haven't been raped. Don't ask me if I've done some raping.
What is the color of your shank, and what was it made out of?
Toothbrush.
Definitely toothbrush. No doubt about it.
Going back to like how like they said it was their joint pig or whatever.
It was their pig.
Yeah, their pig. That reminded me of I was dating this girl and she.
No.
No way.
You were dating someone?
Yeah, I know.
And it didn't work out? Shocker.
Jesus, Terry. How you holding up, Terry?
I've dated enough people that I could give you guys just
Exactly,
a number
that's
and
the
it'd be normal. But anyway,
Terry gets around.
one of the many girls I dated, we were walking around the Dark County Fair. Hate the Dark County Fair.
Everyone hates the Dark County.
Hate the Dark
Why were
County
you
Fair.
there then?
Because she
wanted
was.
to
Because you
go.
were trying to get
He's
it
trying to
in.
get puss.
Well, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
Just say it.
But anyway, so we walked.
That was my parent voice. That is my South Park making fun of you.
Oh, okay.
Just
Fair.
stop. Jeez.
All right, continue.
Okay, but we walked by the bunny barn, and she's like, I want to get a bunny. So I'm like, okay.
Did she really talk like that? How long are you dating a girl that talks like that?
No,
Focus on his
that's my
He's the problem.
That's my ex-girlfriend voice.
Jesus Christ.
But
I
anyway,
really hope all of your ex-girlfriends have different voices.
oh, I think they all do. I should like really focus
Sit
on
down
that.
and
Like
record all of them.
just think about Steph sound like this, Tori sound like this, Brittany sound like.
Get the book
just
out
go.
so you can remember them all.
Write
Got
down,
my
take
little,
notes.
little black book. Anyway, but so we go to the bunny barn. She's like, "Oh, we should buy a bunny." I'm like, "Let's
That's
just
a
look at the
big
bunnies.
commitment.
Let's just look at the
Just
bunnies."
Fucking commitment.
And so we look at the bunnies, and they're adorable. I have a soft spot for bunnies. They're cute, and
They shit
No,
little
they're not.
pebbles.
they do. They
No,
do.
Is that like the only
we used
animal that
to
shits
have-
pebbles like that? Like they're spherical. They're very
Keep
spherical.
that. I'll talk about bunny poop. I will.
I just want to throw something in there quick. We used to have rabbits, like raised like 2 or 3 of them. Well, that turned into about 30 of them.
In a year.
It's true. They fuck a lot.
Yeah.
And they
it's
have a
true.
lot of babies.
Is that where you learned your techniques? Just out there watching
Yeah,
bunnies go at
set
it.
bunnies. I'm like, yes, that's my life someday. Just fuck everything all day. Still working on that part of it.
All right.
But
Still working on the
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. But basically, long story short, we end up getting a bunny and a little black.
You did?
Yeah,
You couldn't talk her out of it?
Oh no! Like we it was like $15 bunny. So like I didn't pay that much for it. Like she paid more because she wanted it. She's like, let's do it together. This will be like our bunny. It's like,
Oh my god.
Oh god.
all right, whatever.
How old were you?
I
Please tell me
was
you were in high school. Please tell me you were in high school. Please tell me
19.
you were
High school.
basically high school.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, now think about like, no, I wouldn't buy an animal, especially with this story. But anyway, so we're
You bought a rabbit with some chick.
How long were you dating?
we were dating for almost a year.
At
Like
that point?
yeah, at that point.
That's
It's
not
way
as-
too soon
that's
to
not
be
as-
buying rabbits. today. Way too soon.
You'd be at least 5
Fuck,
years
at that point, me and the chick are still splitting bills at restaurants. No way we're buying a rabbit together.
So I had the beer, you had the water.
I had water.
You had the beer.
Oh, you had side salad. Remember, you had side salad.
It's extra $2.50, an extra 50 cents with tip.
At the end of it, I'd just be not paying a dime because I just convinced them.
But they had
You
everything.
paid for that. No, you ate that. Remember when you took a bite of my salad?
That
Yeah,
money
I'm
does
charging you for that.
Storefront rules, bitch.
All right. I'll try finishing the story before you guys keep interjecting anymore. But basically, bought the bunny, and then how it worked was because her parents were like, "Where's your bunny?" And so she's like, "All right, you keep the bunny 1 week, I'll keep the bunny." It was like
So like a divorce.
yeah, it was absolutely like a divorce.
Or like you get weekends and then I'll drop the bunny off.
Yeah, absolutely.
What if you weren't allowed to have the bunnies? Would you have euthanized it?
No,
Would you have just
I
let it
don't.
free?
Fucking drop.
I have no
Would you
idea.
just let it free?
I have no.
try.
I have no idea what happened because I'm getting to that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well,
Settle in, boys.
settle in.
Here we go.
It's gonna be a good one.
Basically,
You better buckle up for this ride.
basically, 2 months later, we broke up. She broke up with me.
Oh.
And-
No.
How you holding up? How you holding
I'm
up?
good. I think I've had like 3 or 4 girlfriends since then.
That's the one who got away.
Yeah, definitely.
Not really.
You don't share a bunny with one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
That made a huge fucking commitment.
Yeah, I know, right? So she. This is what
Get
she
to the
does.
story
This is
already.
what she does. She like when she breaks up with her. She's like, "You keep the bunny. Like he likes you more." And I'm depressed at this point. I'm like, "Whatever, I'll keep the bunny." And
You're
so,
fucking cuddling with it every
oh
night.
yeah, well, like.
Yes.
A month later,
That's
of having
exactly
this.
what's happening.
No, actually not. I'll admit when things happen. That was not. A month later, I'm like, I don't want this bunny anymore. And I told my mom, like, I tried to love the bunny. I tried to. It was a nice bunny, but I just felt bad for it because I couldn't play with it. I was doing things. I was going to school. I was doing like other things. I couldn't play with the bunny, and the poor thing was just sitting there in the cage the whole time. Like, you poor thing. I just want to play with you, but I can't. I don't have time. So my mom even sees that, and so she hires Cracks and Jordan to get the bunny and smuggle it back to Versailles where she lived and just drop it on the floor like with the cage and everything just sitting there. And the next day I get an angry email back like, you should have just gave the bunny back. I didn't want all that stuff. It's like, I didn't want the bunny. And so she gets all mad at me because I didn't want the bunny, so basically, long story short, don't buy animals together. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
That's what broke us up.
That's what broke us up.
stupid
The bunny.
Bunny got between us.
Good thing. I you know what? Good thing for the bunny. I'm barreling. Anyway.
I don't think about it every night or anything.
He still looks every night online, like
For bunnies?
pictures of bunnies and stuff. Like,
Oh, I miss you so much. Yeah, I missed a bunny, maybe. Like, I sit there, oh, bunny. I miss you, bunny. Why did Cracks and Jordan take you away from me?
Jesus Christ. We should get a rabbit.
No.
A mini pig.
I'd rather have a mini pig than a rabbit. I think. What do you think? Captain would kick the pig's ass?
No.
No.
Captain's got claws.
Yeah, but the pig is
Yeah, but
fat.
a pig's a pig.
What's that mean?
A pig has bacon.
Pig's got like no predatory. Like,
Boars are pretty predatory.
yeah, boars are not a mini.
What if
pig.
someone bought
boar.
Let's
get a mini boar.
Captain would get his ass kicked by a mini boar. That's fair.
You guys would get scared. Like if it'd be mini at first, and then it actually got four sides, and then like, you guys would
like one night, Troy's like locked in his bedroom. I open the door and then he's just charging at me. Like, oh fuck, I'm staying somewhere else tonight. Good luck getting work tomorrow, Troy.
You get in our long hallway, you get home from work, the pig's just like ramming my door. Like, you walk right, it turns around and just like stares at you.
Snarling.
You do that pig over to your room quick and fucking breaks the door down. And it just jumps on the bed, jumps on you, and starts licking your face.
Like really aggressive until it's like gets to you.
Like, just wants to play.
starts bleeding.
He just wants to play, but it's a boar.
Really fucking wants to play. Really bad.
It's a boar. It doesn't know what it's doing.
He doesn't know he's a boar. He thinks he's a dog.
You really aggressive fucking dog.
He like stabs you with his tusk and shit.
Then you bleed out. You die.
There's still cigarettes.
So, 2 days later, it just starts eating you. There's nothing
fuck
left.
it. He's not feeding me anymore.
Like if somehow you like wrote a will and it's like your funeral and the pig is there too, the boar's sitting there too, and then you give everything to your boar, like everything in your name, and the boar's like, yes. The plan is working.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh man.
Let's get a boar.
Let's not. That sounds horrible. I've seen you can buy pet or like foxes, baby foxes. They cuddle like a cat, but act like a dog.
Aren't
So
they like? Don't they have like sharp ass teeth and shit?
Well, so do dogs
No.
and cats.
Yeah, I guess.
No, if you order them, they.
They come.
No,
From a specific place in China. Oh, you want the no claw fox?
Oh, the no biting fox? Yeah, the no biting fox.
Oh,
Very popular. Very popular. You American love no biting fox.
It's got soft red fur. What were you saying, Kelly?
nothing. I didn't say anything.
No, is that a real thing?
You can buy
foxes.
tame foxes.
Do you think you can do the training yourself?
No.
No, they're already tame.
No.
No, but like, you
Oh.
get one as a baby. And
You
tame
probably
it.
could.
I mean, if they do it, you could be able to do it
Yeah.
potentially.
Probably
I mean-
pretty hard, but
I know. In
if you do it right, you probably could.
I know in the South that they if
They
you
fuck
get
their cousins.
yes yes we'll get on that later. But
Refer to episode 17 on that.
see episode 17. That they actually, if they find like a baby armadillo, like they can raise it, and they actually are like cats. Like armadillos are like cats.
Armadillos are badass. That'd be a sweet pet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know. I mean, I know hedgehogs are pets. I mean, if you live in like a small apartment, I'm sure you can like toilet train it, let it run around. But I don't know. Maybe collect some rings.
I don't know that's how it works.
Absolutely.
You have your pet fox right there. They'd be best friends.
It has two tails that can fly it around.
Exactly. That's a Sonic joke, Keller.
Yeah.
I know it sounds good.
He's that red guy with the hat, right?
It's me. I saw it.
Right?
I got it. Nailed
He's got a mustache, right?
it. Mustache.
Got a gay brother.
Overalls.
Overalls. Like runs around collecting coins and shit.
Really likes plumbing.
Has a passion for plumbing. You know what? Like, I go back for like the pet hedgehogs. I wonder what the percentage of
Our names.
people names are Sonic. Like, I'm sure it's like 80-90%.
Yeah. It's got to be ridiculously high.
I'm gonna be original Sonic.
Guys, talking about my hedgehog. What do you think his name is? You'll never forget it.
Tails.
Fuck.
He was right. I didn't guess it.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
See, because he's a hedgehog. You get it?
You know that one game? That hedgehog named Sonic?
That's how I just anticipate all Hex eventually just, if they're talking like that, they just end up barking.
You're down south and you're like, start hearing barking from the neighbors. Well, someone told a funny story over there. Either that or they're in an argument. I don't know.
Either that or they just bought a new hedgehog. As usual.
Oh, man. Sonic. The hedgehog.
It sounds like a sad dog.
Speaking of barking.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Last summer, I told you. Speaking of barking like a dog, I was shit-faced at a bar in Columbus.
What? You were drunk? I don't believe
It was one time. It was one time.
I haven't had a sip since.
But I was at this bar shit-faced. Shot after shot. So I went into the bathroom and I threw up. Well, next thing I know, there's like 3 or 4 bouncers outside the stall door, ready to kick my ass out.
You must have been there for a long time.
I must have been,
You must have been throwing up for a long time.
Throwing up really loud. Or it was probably they see me running to the bathroom. That's probably what it was.
Your hands over your mouth.
No, I'm classy. I did a nice little strutting run. But anyway, they were like, they're gonna kick me out either way. So instinct kicks in, and I just fucking start barking at these guys. Like, not yelling at them, barking at them. It's like, and they had no fucking clue.
What do you do if you're that bouncer?
Like, you start barking at you, like, what the fuck is he on?
I'd call the cops.
Yeah, I would have called the cops on myself.
This nigga's on
Yeah.
bath salts or something.
They had to have 4 guys walk me out because none of them trust doing it alone because I might just
Bite
kill
them.
I might fucking bite them, kill someone. I don't know. Because I just decided, no, fuck these guys. I'm gonna bark at them.
That's awesome.
I still don't understand why that first thing pops in my mind instead of like, no, I'm fine. Like, you don't gotta kick me out, or all right, you're gonna kick me out, so I'll go. No, fuck you.
That's awesome.
That is pretty awesome. So Ninja Turtles came out tonight.
Oh yeah,
Was that
fuck
tonight?
yeah. Midnight show tonight.
Yeah. I want to see it.
I do too. I saw the first trailer and I was like, me, I don't really care. But then I was like, it's the fucking Ninja Turtles, man. It's gotta be
Yeah.
fucking good.
You
right?
got to go into that movie like just with no expectations. You
Yeah.
know, I mean that's actually the best way to go into any movie. But you know,
You can't realistically do that though.
you can't really but it'd be nice to. I say this because at my school
There had to be so many people from your school going to this midnight show. So many.
Yes.
There had to have
Oh yeah, but it's better, or I shouldn't say better. I can't really think of the word for it, but it's just interesting. All the people that are just cynical, like, oh, Michael Bay did it, so it's gonna be bad, and
That's
they're
what I
screwing
thought,
up the
too.
Ninja Turtles. It's like, dude, just go in and just try it.
Try to enjoy it.
Yeah, I like my teacher. I like my one professor, but he's only like maybe 28, maybe early 30s, something like that. And he's like, so is anyone gonna go see the Ninja Turtles? And then I was like the only one that raised my hand because I just don't care, and everyone else is like, no, this is probably going to be bad. So then they all just scoffed and it's like, oh, he's like, yeah, probably I'm not
Look at
either.
this sucker.
Yeah, I'm probably not either. I'm just like,
Do you think? I doubt any of those fuckers even watched the original ones, like when they were in costumes. That's
They're-
probably too young for the kids that are in now.
yeah, I think Keller and I's age is probably
The cutoff.
The cutoff for
Yeah.
the oldest people that didn't watch it. Like anyone that's a little bit older than us, loved it.
Yeah. I fucking love it.
When I watched I watched a couple episodes and I liked it, but I never got into it.
Did you ever watch the movies when they wore costumes?
I didn't like live action stuff. I only
Dude,
like
it's so
cartoon
good.
stuff.
They wear fucking suits. It's so great.
That sounds horrible.
No, dude, I'm gonna fucking download. We're gonna fucking watch this. We're gonna watch this
I was
Ninja Turtle
thinking,
movies.
do we have Space Jam?
No,
'Cause I want to watch
we don't.
that. I haven't
don't.
watched that in 10 years.
Space,
It's probably a reason because it's not very good.
It's not. It's just a nostalgia thing, is what it is.
I just want to watch it.
I didn't get into Ninja Turtles, but I did get into Street Sharks, which is one of those '90s knockoff Ninja Turtle things.
Yeah, that was right at the tip off where I stopped watching cartoons.
Yeah, so it's funny because as a kid I didn't watch Ninja Turtles, but I watched that and I didn't get the connection that it was a ripoff at the time, and I'm just like, this is awesome, yeah. It's like they're shark guys and they eat cheeseburgers, and it's like,
What a
thinking it
ripoff.
now, it's like, yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that love pizza. It's the same thing, but it's just one of those things where I didn't watch that, and I watched Street Sharks. But no, like I'm sure that a lot of people in my school say they watched it, like you said, but probably didn't. You know, they're a bunch of posers.
I may have watched the show, but I doubt they watched the movies.
Oh yeah. I mean, they might have said they watched them because they know what they are, but probably didn't. I mean, but there are also some people in the school that are older than me. I mean, not much. There are people that are not much older than me, and there's people that are like almost 30, and so they're familiar with it. But and I'll take their word than I would anyone else's, but they are also not like, oh yeah, it's not like I'm gonna pop a boner about it, but it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, I have low expectations for it just because I love the original movie so much.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be a fun movie. I'm not expecting Oscar nominated stuff by any means, but it's just one of those movies that's gonna be fun to watch, I think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see it.
I probably won't watch it in theaters, but I'll watch it.
I might watch it in theaters if I get bored and I have nothing to do.
Dude, you have to see Guardians first.
No, I know I'm gonna see Guardians. I need to. I was thinking about going and watching it yesterday, but I had homework to do, and I'm like,
boring homeworks for fags.
I know.
Right, killer.
Fag.
What a queer.
Well, this guy doing his homework.
I know. Oh. Gosh. I tell you what, I'm probably gonna drive home after this, and I whenever I drive home, I always get Jack in the Box. Like,
That's not where I thought that was going when you said driving home in Jack.
yeah, and jacking off.
Jacking off. So you can jack off.
No, jacking off when he's driving.
Have you ever jacked off when you drove?
I've jacked off in a car before, but I've never
Like-
jacked off while I was driving.
You kidding me?
I've never
What? Wait, I beat off in a car before.
Yeah, I was in the driver's seat, but it was like a traffic jam, and it was like 2 a.m. So it's just
No fucking way.
yeah.
I've only heard about it. I've only heard about so I just had to do it, and I'm like, what?
You did what?
I left my girlfriend's house, and we didn't do anything.
You left your girlfriend's house.
You need to jack off in her bathroom.
No. Why would I give myself an opportunity to get caught like that? I'm not going to jack off at her
Just
house.
tell her.
I'm not going to. No, but like her parents or something.
Oh, just tell her.
Just tell her parents. Hey guys, I'm not going to fuck your daughter, but I really need to get this out. So can I use your master bathroom?
Oh, yeah,
I need
yeah,
those really nice soaps and lotions.
Jesus Christ. You beat off in your car in a traffic jam.
Yeah.
Traffic jam.
Yeah. I left my girlfriend's house and I didn't get any, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And then there was like, I don't know, there's an accident or some shit, and it was like backed up. I couldn't do anything. I was stuck there for like
You were
20
also
minutes.
backed up.
I was also backed up. So I was like, well, all right, let's try this.
What?
So you beat off in your car
Yeah.
in traffic.
Did you at least have like any wrappers from like a fast food
I had
restaurant?
napkins.
Okay, that's. I didn't mean wrappers. I meant napkins,
Yeah.
but that's the only plausible thing I could think of.
That's probably the weirdest place I've jerked off at.
That's a good question. Yeah.
What is the weirdest place you guys jerked off at?
All right, Keller,
Or
go.
the most interesting jack-off situation?
Yeah.
I don't really have any. Like, I could
Come on.
sit in my
You
room
don't have
and
any.
beat off. No.
Have any?
I'm a normal human being.
Do you have like any like?
Normal human beings have jack-off stories.
Yeah, everyone has a jack-off story, or like a
What?
hand job story. Do you have a hand job
Oh
story?
yeah, hand.
Everyone has a hand job story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, everyone has hand jobs.
Well then,
No, like a
Like-
weird situation. That you
then
got a hand
come
job.
on.
Or how about, like...
Come.
Like one time,
Okay.
I got a hand
I
job
got
once.
something
All right, go ahead.
that... Okay.
Everyone's
It
gonna have
was-
to tell their best hand job story.
It's not a hand job story.
Or
but
jack-off-
It's
jack-off
the,
place?
It's the kind... It's
Yes.
that kind of a
Hand jobs
story.
are funnier though.
It
It's
is.
this kind of a story, though. So we were at
I got the best
my girlfriend at the time, her family's Christmas party.
You can throw your girlfriends under the bus, by the way.
Yeah, no, we were at the Christmas party.
I mean, like you can
Yeah.
say names.
What?
Who?
We
Who's
were at Renee's Christmas.
Renee? Who? Who's Renee?
Yeah, go fuck it.
Say it because
No,
mine's also Renee. It's not
Different Renee.
That's
No,
No,
I have to differentiate
yeah.
now.
Can I
Okay.
tell my story?
After you say
So
the name, so
it's
you don't think you guys
Christmas.
are. Let's go on, brothers.
We're not. We just had this
Well, you
conversation.
say the same story about the same girl.
But it's not the same girl.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say the last
Renee.
name. I don't care.
All right, fine. Go ahead. So,
So
your story.
we left.
A Christmas party.
A Christmas party.
All right, so you're in a very holy mood.
That was
Very religious mood.
It was at her parents' house.
The
I
party was
staying-
at her parents'
yeah.
house? Okay.
And we were staying there that night.
You were allowed to spend the night at your girlfriend's place?
Yeah, all the time.
That's
ever
awesome.
since I was like sophomore.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I wasn't allowed, but I just did. So we left because we're like, let's go get some food or something. But I knew she just wanted.
One of the old Keller fucking big asshole.
She just wanted something. So I'm driving, and we literally drove around the block.
In town or country?
Country. Drove around the block. She sucked me off. Came back 15 minutes later. Back to her family's Christmas party. Walked in like nothing happened.
You just got this glow about you.
And I'm just like, so,
you're like
I'm
whistling and
happy,
shit.
like sitting around, like,
fucking Carolyn going up the fucking alley.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I just walk in like happiest fucking person.
The first thing she does. Merry Christmas.
She's like wiping her mouth and shit. We're walking into her parents' house, like.
I think I have a little toothpaste right there.
Toothpaste there left.
But I mean that has to be like the weirdest, or not weirdest, but like best story.
Oh, I've got stories on that tier, but the best one.
Okay.
I was a sophomore in high school, and I was dating Renee Fortcamp, and she was a freshman. And
shit.
How old were you?
I was what was I? I was
Robbing
like
the
16.
cradle.
She was like
So you were like one grade above?
yeah, just one grade. One grade
Robbing the
above.
cradle.
Yeah, robbing the cradle. And but anyway, I mean, I think we were like dating for like a couple months, and it's one of those things where like in early high school, it's you build up to it because it's new.
Well, especially for recovery.
Absolutely.
That's why you go to different cities.
While real high schools and middle schools already start that in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have another story about that. Anyway, but it was get to the point where in our relationship we could start doing stuff like that, and so she gave me her first ever hand job, and it was just
The
awful.
worst. The worst.
It was the worst.
A girl's first hand job is like the worst thing.
Oh, absolutely. So instead of
You never want to be the first hand job.
Ever.
Thank God we're like old enough that we never have to go through a girl's first hand job ever again.
Absolutely not. Next thing you know.
Oh God.
Or you pull a Chris Summers over there, Kelly.
Yeah.
I want to shoot for the freshman in high school. Anyway, but
Love my good old fashioned handies.
the
Good old fashioned hobo jerk down.
But so instead of a regular like this, and this is trying to our audience instead of how guys jack off. We called it the windshield wiper. So you would go, take it in the face, go, whoop, 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 whoop. What? You go, whoop, whoop, whoop.
What? So she's basically just like strangling it, like shaking a baby.
So she was
You imagine now with a girl that's giving a hand job like that. You imagine she's grabbing way too tight.
She actually wasn't grabbing that
All
tight,
right.
and I've never been like grabbed hard enough that it hurt. I've never been.
I have.
I've never been. But I mean, it was a good grip, but
it was myself.
Oh, man.
Got too drunk. Beat the shit out of myself.
But I think I told Cracks and Ryan, and then I think I told Cody, and we all had a little nickname for her whenever we broke
You
up.
called her windshield wiper.
Yeah, we called her windshield wiper.
God.
So
Oh my God.
That's the
fucking
worst.
horrible.
yeah, that's
Was that your first hand job too?
no, it wasn't my first hand job, but it was it was hers.
Jesus Christ, that is horrible.
Has anybody ever been caught before?
Oh God, no!
I've been caught.
Beaten off or just
No,
with?
anything. If you've been caught sexually in any way.
I don't.
Yes.
The thing is, I don't know. Because it's tricky because we were in the basement I'm fucking naked under these covers
At her house.
At her house in her basement. Her mom comes down
Isn't that just a classic
and
thing?
just like starts talking to her about something. And I'm like sitting there like we had a movie on TV or
Blanket
something.
over you.
Absolutely.
Blanket over me, like
As
I'm
they
just
do.
butt ass naked underneath this thing.
Did
And
you
she's
just
just sitting
having
there.
sex with her?
No, we were just getting started. Luckily, we heard the steps. I didn't have time to put anything on, so I was like, cross my fingers, hope she doesn't, ask me to stand up or something. So I'm sitting there butt ass naked. She's just sitting there talking to her mom, and I'm just sitting here like, because I'm sitting here in this blanket, like naked as fuck, and.
Like when
You're cock blocking me. Come on, get out of here so I can go fuck your daughter.
were your clothes like underneath the blanket so you could like?
So they were hidden?
They're like off to the side against the wall.
Oh, so
Side
they
by
I always have the clothes under the blanket. Like at least back in high school, I always had them
That's
under.
a smart play. I wish I was that smart.
Because just in case. Like I've had so many just in case moments, but what I had was I would always like take off like my boxers and my shorts at the same time, so just in case like I could
Pop them back on.
pop them right back on, and then like the t-shirt underneath, because I would never wear like beaters underneath at the I didn't need to, so it was just like whoop whoop done.
Mm.
And that I
Why don't you just
Never got caught
not
like
wear
that.
boxers over there?
Yeah.
That's what
Just-
I
just
always
wear gym
did.
shorts.
I just wear shorts. Because then that's less I have to deal with. Because I know they're coming off anyway. Like
I didn't know like
oh, is it Sunday night, Thursday night? Yep. Not wearing boxers today.
here we go.
I was caught by a dad once.
Ooh, that's the worst. It's
was
got to
the
be
worst.
bad.
And it was like a very religiously strict family.
Ooh, that's 2 strikes.
So we were in the basement, and they had a projector, and we just like
And you're
all of our groups, like our group would always hang out there
Yeah.
and like watch movies and shit. And we were in the basement, and we were fooling around and shit. And like we were just in the middle, like literally in the middle of it. Like we had a blanket over us, but still like clear as day to anybody. And then like it's just really quiet, and I was like I thought I heard like this. They had like steps and a door coming down, so I was like I thought I heard steps. I was like, hey, I think I hear something. She's like, no, it's nothing. I was like, all right. 10 seconds later, I hear like a her dad was like 4 feet away from us, like just standing over. He was like, Troy, leave right now.
Oh, dude.
And I was like, okay, I'm leaving. Luckily, my shorts weren't all the way off. They were just there, so I was pulling them up quick. But like the chick is trying to like be like, oh, what are you talking about? We're just watching a movie. Can't you stay for the rest of the movie and shit?
Who was it?
It was Andrea.
Oh, I'm thinking of Andrea's dad.
Andrea's dad is one of the most intimidating
Oh,
people.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So
That's
that happened, and I was just like, get out of here. And she's trying to fight for me to stay, and I'm just,
no, I'm going. I'm going to go and beat off.
And then the story gets worse. Like,
oh gosh,
like
here we go.
the next day,
He caught you again?
the next day she calls me and she's like, hey, if we're gonna keep dating, my dad needs to sit down with us and have a conversation.
Oh, God. Yep. See ya.
I'll pussy out now.
I almost did. I almost pussy out, but it's just because
This ain't gonna work. Nope.
that's like that would be the worst thing I think I would ever do if I did that.
That'd be horrible.
So like for like a week, I pushed it off, and it even got so far as like she texted Garvin and was like, "Hey, it's been really fun hanging out with you. I think Troy's gonna break up with me. Anyway, thanks for being nice to me and shit like that." And then I finally decided to do it, and I manned up, and it was really scary. And
I believe it.
How did
How did that go?
well, he was just like, me and her mother didn't do anything before we got married and stuff, and all this, and it's just like, be smart, don't do anything like this and until you're married and shit like that. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure.
As you were just sitting there thinking about how you're going to rail it. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. When are you going on vacation? Okay.
That was like the most I've ever felt like an asshole, though, because I literally almost broke up with her because I was too scared to talk to her dad.
That is pretty bad. Troy.
That's horrible.
That's pretty bad.
That would
Very
have
bad.
been horrible if I did that.
Oh, absolutely. That's like
I was like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of a pass.
No.
No pass.
I didn't. I did it though.
I know you did, but no pass.
Just the fact that you thought about
Oh, I thought about it.
Well, then again,
Wow.
everyone
Like, it
would
was
think
probably,
about
for
it.
you,
but-
it was up to a coin flip. Like, all right, if it's heads,
Basically.
I go over there, have the talk, and hopefully get head.
Like, and that's how he ends the conversation. Head's okay.
No penetration.
Yeah.
Don't put your dick in your vagina. Other than that, we're cool.
Then you just a little 17-year-old kid like getting yelled at, raise your hand.
What about anal?
So what about butt stuff?
Sodomy.
And that's when you just get your ass kicked and you're gone.
Yeah, I almost did that. That would have been a horrible
That
thing.
is pretty bad.
We ended up dating for like another year after that, though.
Yeah,
So it wasn't
yeah.
horrible. But
Yeah.
we did plenty of stuff after that, by the way. Just side note to the story.
Oh, yeah?
So you didn't completely bitch out from that point.
No, it
So like
stopped
after
us.
that,
for
you're
a
just
week.
like, nope, never touching you again. Nope, put that shirt back on. I
No.
don't want to see it.
That lasted until probably the next weekend when I saw her again. And I was like, well, whatever. We're not going to get caught again.
It's not like he's gonna be looking for it now. Like, it's not like
He thinks it's a one and done deal.
he thinks he talked some sense into it. So yeah, never again.
Here's a question: like, what's like the I don't know. I don't know how to ask this. It's like, when did you finally like kind of like start being like making out with a girl or like anything like that? Like just like when you were like it was your first time, not even like sex, but just like making out with a chick and like you felt like awesome.
How old was I?
How old was I, and like was there like any fun story? Because I have a fun
I
story.
don't have a fun story.
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like a first like crazy makeout session
Okay.
or something?
Here's
Is that what you're
all
talking
right. I'll tell my fun story. And maybe it might like shed light to my question. All right. So it was my first year of Ball State swim camp, and
This one time at swim camp.
and
about? I was shaving my pubes.
I would well
That's
that,
pretty huge.
that was already done.
on my new speedo.
I was like in 6th grade going on the 7th grade. It was the summer, like in between 6th and 7th grade. And that Coke looks really good, by the way.
Have some.
Okay.
He's gonna get you. Guys.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be for the best. I was just gonna like straight go for it. Yeah, the guitar pick's right there. All right, so for the swim camp, there was this girl who
Big old tit.
big old titties. She was a grade ahead of us, and she was from like the Indianapolis area, and she.
Slicker.
Yeah, this is going to be like how different middle school is for us and how middle school is for everyone
normal
else.
people.
For like
But,
everyone else.
So she we hit it off like really quick, like at like the first 2 days of
I don't
swim
think I ever hit it
practice.
off with anybody in 6th grade.
In 6th grade, I didn't even know how to spell my name. Like, I couldn't even
I couldn't even talk to my friends without like geeking out.
You didn't have any friends in 6th grade. You still nothing's changed.
Coming from a guy who literally has one friend outside of this room.
Well, that's bullshit. A lot of friends. So many I don't even know all their names.
I can't even think of
I
any.
can't
right
even
now.
think of them because there's just so many.
They all just
Like my brain's just flooded.
they all come to mind so quickly that it just
Yes.
blocks it.
I mean, throw a random name out there. I'm friends with him.
John.
Oh yeah, I know this guy Johnny. He's my friend.
Yeah, that's actually true. I do know a guy named John. We're friends.
That actually is one of your
We get
friends.
drunk together.
Anyway, so we hit it off like really quickly, and we're
Butt stuff.
we're butt stuff. We're all in this dorm, all right. Like there's girls on one floor and guys on the other, and we would all meet in the lobby, like during when we're not swimming or when we're not eating or doing other activities, and so you know, she would we didn't text because we didn't have phones at the time. We didn't have phones at the time. They had it, but we didn't. But no, I had a friend, again, another person from the city who had a cell phone, and so he would text for me. It's like, hey, so I think her name was Brooke. But like, hey, Brooke wants to see you down at the lobby. Like, okay, so we go down to the lobby, and so the way that this dorm was, it was like it was circular, and we could walk around and like make laps and stuff. So she was like, hey, Perry, how's it going? I'm like, good. So she's like, hey, come walk with me. She was like, she'd hold my hand. I'm like, okay. So
big man on campus.
Yeah, and middle school,
Sixth grade,
sixth grade, 40 cover kids, like, yeah.
That's as good as it gets in sixth grade
for 40 recovery kids. Yeah. And so we go on the opposite side of where our lobby is, and so we just sit down and so she starts making out with me, and I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what am I doing? So she's trying to eat me. So we like, no. I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing, but all right. And so, like, we were laying down on a couch, and she was, like, making out with me. And she starts, like, thrusting, like, dry humping. Like, she, like, let alone a 40 cover kid's, like, making out with someone. She was already throwing it out the dry humping, and she was, like, she's putting her, like, my hand up her shirt and everything.
That's great.
Yes. And, like, then, like... we were just like making out and all that stuff, and I'm just like, this is awesome. This is the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, I'm in love. I didn't say that, but I'm thinking that.
Yeah, you're totally thinking that.
Absolutely. I'm like, I want to date everyone else. I can just do this.
This my life. Perfect.
So, oh my gosh, she. Like, it got to the point where, like, we were trying to hide our PDA, but it just didn't work. And so, like, the counselors and all that stuff were, like, after... it was like a week camp, and I think just, like, halfway through, and they called me and Brooke down, and, like, they were having a talk. Like, it was just us two and all the counselors, the coaches, and everything. And they're like, all right, hey, listen, we're not going to get down to you too much about this, but listen... we're here to, make you better swimmers and all that stuff. If you find romance, great, but, you're
in sixth fucking grade.
You're sixth grade. And, it's just one of those things where it's like, we don't want you to do anything. We want you guys to be focused. You gotta have your fun as friends and all stuff, and if you have a relationship, it's great, but you should be doing it in front of other kids. There's also like third graders there and all this stuff. So
Jesus, Perry.
I know, right? But it was like third grade to like high school, so I didn't care, whatever. I was like in the perfect medium, and so she's like, oh yeah, okay, we'll not do it again. Around like the last day, like the last day, we go back to our place, or like the place where we like first made out. And
your spot. That's so cute. After like 3 days.
After 3 days,
I'd probably still go back.
Oh, I probably could.
Every summer,
just sit there like.
Take it in.
Like tear goes down. But I was just wearing like boxers and shorts and like a shirt, and so she's like, I want to see. I'm like, okay. So she looks down and like she's like, that's pretty good. Like I'm like. I'm so excited. I'm like, all right. Oh, no. But yeah, my first time I had a chick play with my wiener was like in that summer between 6th and 7th grade. And, afterwards it was, like, oh, I'll never see you again. And so we had MSN. So she had her MSN handle. And so we would MSN every day. And, I would be like, I've never done stuff like that. That's so awesome and all that stuff. She's like, yeah, I've done more with other people before. Like, but I really like you, and I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not more. I know. Yeah, but she. No,
but I love you.
I would never say that. Even in middle school, me like no. But no. She was still into me. She's like,
I still want to, hang out if we can. And I did too, but like thinking about it, it's like, there's no way. Like,
Yeah.
but
Sixth grade.
yeah, but she was just. Then this is like the first I've ever had with, how like, phone sex is. This was MSN sex. It was really weird for me.
Yeah.
She would be like, I always wanted to like do someone in a hot tub, and then she was talking about, oh, my throbbing pussy just wants you. I'm like, what's that even mean? I don't know. Urban Dictionary. But yeah, so that was Brooke.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brooke, you sweetheart.
I know.
You're sick.
I wonder. She's probably got like 3 kids by now.
Probably working at McDonald's,
Yeah.
like cracked out of her mind.
Oh yeah.
Good for her.
But yeah, that was. I don't know how to question, like, ask you guys like around like that kind of question. I guess.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
I
So.
had no standout thing where it was like, I finally made it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Man.
Looks like we made it. That was a time of my life.
That was the time of your life.
Not the time, not the time, a
I
time.
thought you said that time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If that's the time of your life.
Then I could just kill
I got
myself
something
now.
to tell you.
I can kill myself now.
Yeah.
I think the first time I made out with someone was in between 5th and 6th grade, though. It was at my cousin's party, like birthday party. We were in Waynesville, and I don't get to see my cousins that often, so it was like pretty cool. And like, so her and all her friends were
You met with your
there.
cousin?
Yeah, I made out with my cousin.
Oh.
Yeah. USA. 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 But no, there was this girl who was like her best friend at the time, and she was like, Perry, she thinks you're like really, really hot. And I'm like, okay. And I got to spend the night because, it was at my aunt's house, and I didn't want to drive all the way an hour and a half back to Fort Recovery. So we made out in the closet, and that's the first time I ever got boob. So,
Fifth grade?
yeah. But
Jesus Christ. This guy's a
city,
fucking pimp.
city girls in 5th grade.
Yeah, way different.
Or
way
like
different.
freshman chicks at our school.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
about like that.
Yeah. Those, that.
Like you get to high school before you actually do anything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I couldn't even tell you the first time I made out with a chick. I don't remember. Do you?
So many chicks, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I can't remember. Because it's just so...
It's just funny when
I
I
realize
John.
like my high school and college are both like drunk, mashed together. Like I don't. It's all one.
Do you think you made out with a chick before you got drunk for the first time?
No. Because not even fucking close.
I think I
I was
did.
drunk for the first time in like
I definitely did.
7th grade.
Jesus. I didn't drink in high school.
I didn't
Okay, you
either.
didn't drink in high
I
school.
didn't drink it. I didn't drink till I was 21.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I think another contributing factor as to why I didn't drink in high school
Gay.
is gay is because
Gay people don't drink.
yes.
Obviously.
Totes obvi. But I think it was because of those situations where I was already like making out with chicks. I already had like a confidence level where I didn't need to drink. I don't know. I think that might have been a reason, but
I didn't drink to talk to chicks. So.
I didn't drink to.
Well, that, and I didn't drink
I
because my
drank
parents
because
didn't
it
drink
was
either.
fucking
So
awesome.
yeah,
And I don't know. I could drink.
I was just having fun playing Pepsi Pong.
yeah. I also
And
like
growing up. from
yeah,
it all the time.
and Pixie Mitches or whatever you call them.
Pixie
like.
Mitches. Have you heard about
Yeah.
this drink?
No.
Okay, so it's.
We gotta do that.
Fuck that, dude. I don't know how we survived this.
Really, were they really that bad?
Like,
Well, tell me
no,
what
like
they are.
sugar wise. Okay, it's like a can of Mountain Dew. Pop Rocks, a thing of Pop Rocks, and 2 giant pixie sticks. It's the 3-footers.
The big ones.
Put them all in.
Those are
That was
great.
That's a heart attack in a can.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how we survived it. We used to do that shit all the time.
We should do
That's
it.
fucking horrible.
We should do it.
I don't think I could even have like 2 sips of one.
I could.
That could probably kill you.
I think it could.
At this age, yeah, it would kill me.
I'm on heart meds anyway.
We did it.
I'm good to go.
The last time I did it was actually at Mitch's wedding. We all busted it out and we did it.
Really?
So he was like,
that's
I
pretty
don't know,
cool.
we were like 20 years old or something like that, 21. So last time I did it.
That's fucking
It was
doesn't even
ridiculous.
sound good. So much sugar, like I
It
would
was
die.
Well, that's why like when we play Pepsi Pong, we throw up just because you like chug pops nonstop.
Yeah.
But I did that with alcohol because
Yeah.
I wasn't a bitch.
Yeah, except for you don't really. It's a lot easier to throw up drinking pop than it is beer. I think so. If you drink like 7
Well,
pops in an hour,
It's fizzy.
Well, no.
I mean,
Well, I always mix. Ever since I started drinking, I've been mixing liquor, beer, everything else.
yeah, I don't have a problem doing
so
that either.
that's what makes me throw up.
Oh, doing that doesn't really affect me.
But I'll never throw up because drinking pop. Never have. And I
Try
drink a ton of pop.
Yeah, try drinking like 6 cans in an hour, then see what you say.
I've drank a 2-liter in like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's probably about the same ratio.
Yeah. And you know what? All I had to do was piss.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I was thinking like another reason I didn't like drink in high school was because I hung out with like Jay County kids that didn't drink. So
Yeah, all my friends didn't drink,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah,
a
that
lot
makes a
easier.
huge difference. We were like the drinking.
Well, and my mom was like the one that was in charge of that, like
Yeah,
students
the-
against whatever the fuck.
I was in that.
that's what it was called.
Students against whatever the fuck.
Well, I was
So-
in that, and
Yeah, but I was her son, so it would look bad if I did
Yeah.
it.
I remember your senior year, our freshman year, we had that lock-in. That was the best lock-in.
I got some that lock in.
Did you?
Yeah.
ooh,
Nice.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
baller.
Yeah, no, it was awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
I remember going to maybe one lock-in my freshman.
Lock-ins were fun as fuck.
Oh yeah,
I had a great time. When they first started with only Tech. Tech did them first. And people would just bring in Xboxes and we would all just play like Halo
Yeah.
together and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like, we'd bring up projectors and shit, but we would do like laser tag in the gym.
Oh,
That
that's
was fun.
awesome.
That was fun as fuck.
Speaking of the school, I was walking Athena last week, and the
Question: who's Athena?
This dog.
my little Yorkie, and I was walking her, and we walked by the school, and no one was in there, but the door was one of the front doors of the gym was open. So I go in because they're doing renovations and stuff, and they're almost done. And I go in, and it's just me and Thee just walking around an empty school. It was almost like it was because like everything wasn't cleaned out. Like there was like boxes and stuff thrown around. It was almost like a zombie apocalypse kind of like version of our school, but. There's so much different stuff now because after they took out the old gym, it's just it's weird how new. I don't want to say it's new because it's still an old school, but
Yeah.
it just seems new,
modern.
but familiar at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. Like the library is barely a library anymore. It's just a computer lab with like. Just some books on
It's a book
on
from Washington
and-
County.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. But yeah, the big stupid gym they have, it's so big. It's
Big
incredibly
stupid.
Big
Jim.
stupid gym. Big.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I know, right? No,
Lessons of the day.
big stupid gyms are big.
Yes.
Perry Hall, 2014. No, the athletic thing. Have you seen that? Like,
I haven't.
okay, well, you'll know what I'm talking about next time you drive by the school. But anyway, and tell you what, it's about time.
let's end it.
But yeah, hey, this
I'm
was
tired.
you're not tired. You're Keller or you're Ed, whatever you call yourself. I'm Perry,
Troy.
Ed.
and that was podcast 18.
Yep.
We can buy cigarettes. We can buy cigarettes in Lotto.
Oh, I can't wait to start smoking.
It'll be a really fun day.
I need a cigarette.
See ya.